Hello, Shay here. Today is WIP and chat time. I always look so forward to these. I always want to catch up and, hear from you guys and just, update you on what's been going on with me and just catch up. It's kind of like having coffee with a friend and you're just, meeting up and, every week and just catching up. So WIP stands for WIP, it means work in progress. So if y'all are working on a diamond painting or any other crafting, grab a drink. If you're driving, working, whatever you're doing, just enjoy yourself and let's just chat. So today is Wednesday and I'm probably going to be putting this up on Thursday. So unless I can edit it quickly, but I try to be consistent with my WIP and chats, film them on Wednesdays and post them on Thursdays. But depending on what goes on around the house, we'll see what I can get finished and edited. All right, so first things first, I'm working on Fuji Flora from Diamond Art Club. It's taking me a hot minute, and I have to tell you, I think I'm starting to feel a little burnout. And I told you guys when I kitted this up, I'm good for about a month, and then I start to get a little tired of what I'm working on. So I'm starting to feel that way, which is kind of scary. I have never started a kit and not finished it. I'm not a serial starter. I always have one, work it through, and then work on the next one. But I normally have two going at the same time, but I don't have any that are unfinished that I've put away. So I just need to stick with it. Like I said, I'm almost finished. What I'm gonna do is the other day I was filming an unboxing outside and I went ahead and grabbed this real quick and I laid it out on the table and I just kind of panned over it. So I was gonna insert that here. So this will be my editing fingers. Edit that piece here so y'all can see my progress on it. Okay, that'll be here. Hey, it's Shay, everyone. I wanted to give y'all a quick update. I was about to do an unboxing out here, but I thought, you know what, let me just show my progress on Fuji Flora, and I can insert this into my WIP and chat video because it's just so big. The outside is really the best table to put it on. So I'm finished with this bottom section. Beautiful colors, quite a bit of confetti for the flowers. And then I just turned it on its side, and I'm gonna start working. You can tell I've started working on, this square right here. So then I'm gonna work my way down. And then at that point, I feel like I'll be a little over halfway. And then I'll be flipping it, over. I'll be working on it upside down. And then I'll start working on, Mount Fuji, some of the cherry blossoms, some of the trees. So it's gonna be really, really pretty. So I'm getting there, slowly but surely. And I've also been working on a little snack one as well. So I've got kind of two going. But yeah, here's my progress on Fuji Flora. And I just wanted to show you guys. It's beautiful. There's a lot of ABs in the pandas and throughout the flowers, all the whites. It's really, really pretty. So I'm so glad that I got this one. Yeah, so that's it so far. Okay. All right, I'll see y'all back at the WIP and chat. All right, bye-bye. Welcome back. I know you just saw that clip. So what we're gonna do is, let me just cover everything else that I've got and we'll go over all the details here. I've got my lime green BellaArt Day Nicole, my little tray. I love it. It's super fun. The only thing that hasn't been working out so well is with this kit. There's this lime green color, and sometimes you can't see the drills. That's the only thing that has been causing me a little trouble, but I love this color. It's great. It's a good color. Let's see, my pen, Diamond Pen Pal. I just unboxed this. This is my lava pen that some people were giving me a hard time about because I was playing with it. Come on. But it's so fun. So I actually just put some micro glue dots in it right before we started filming. And I hope it doesn't give me problems, but I really wanted to try it out. And I meant to the other day, but I got caught up doing something else. But yeah, let's give this little puppy a try. We'll give her a test run and see how it works. I showed my daughter a little bit ago and she's like, Mom, that's distracting. I was like, yeah, it is. You're supposed to be diamond painting and this is kind of a toy, but it's fun. It's really pretty. So I got that. And like I mentioned, I've got micro glue dots. They're brand new. So I hope that wasn't a bad decision before filming, but I try to dirty them up. I've been touching it a lot and, pushing it down. Oh my goodness. I forgot to do my multi-placer. I forgot to switch this out. Remember I was pulling on it the other day? It doesn't even have any wax in it. Oops. We're just not gonna multi-place. We'll just single place for a little bit. No big deal. And then I've got my trash tray, which, it's a funny story. I actually had a lot more trash in here, but my middle son, Nate, was over here talking to me and he accidentally knocked it over and they all went on the floor. The ones I had. So this is just the ones from this week, but the ones I had from last week are all gone. They're all sprinkled throughout the floor. So I won't be able to show you a true representation of how much trash was in this kit when I do a post review because, you know, things happen. Life happens. Good old tweezers. And then for storage, oh, my sleeve got stuck. I've got my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. And I love these. They're really the only ones I've ever used. I've never used anything else. I mean, I know a lot of people like Harbor Freight. I've never tried those. So these work, and so that's what I use. So I've got 2 of those going because there are quite a few colors. There are 66 colors. So I've got 2 of those going. Release papers are no longer being sold, so we won't even cover those. She decided not to sell them anymore and make them. So, but after I already had them on my painting, and then she decided to do that after I had kitted up and had them on there. So I'm like, oops. But I did hear that if you become one of her Patreons, she'll do it for you. So, and that's Bev B here on YouTube. Momo B is her Etsy. I can link her down below. So if you want to become a patron of her channel, she's awesome. Then you can get these. But I think that's the only way you can get them. What else? I've got my water, of course. Whoa, I just shook y'all. Sorry about that. This is my tumbler from Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, which I love. Really helps me get my water down. Listen to me, get my water down. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for all the details of, you know, what we've got going on today. So I took a few notes today because I just didn't want to forget to tell y'all anything of what's kind of happened since the last time we talked. You know, this is kind of bugging me. I think I might actually put, oh, well, there we go. That was easy. I'm going to pause real quick and get my multi-placer and get some wax in it. I'm back. I went ahead and grabbed my 7-placer and it's got some old pink wax in it that I was using before I switched out to this pen. So I just grabbed it from my old pen and put this one aside. So I think I'm ready to go. I'm almost done. I started tuckering out last night, but I just have like a few spots in here that I can see that I need to kind of fill in. I just was, like I said, starting to get tired, so I stopped. All right, so let's get a color real quick. Actually, I just need 2 of these. These glue dots are gonna be super sticky. Well, let's see how this goes. Hopefully they don't just pull my drills straight out of there. Come on, there we go. I just won't push down so hard. Perfect, plus it's a tight squeeze, so it's, you know, it's good for those. Okay, so the last time we talked, I was preparing for my son's 16th birthday, and we did the clog, and y'all were with me to run some errands and get some things. So after we talked, the next day was his birthday, and we didn't do much in the morning because, you know, he had to go to school. And then in the afternoon, before he got out of school, I had to go get my second COVID vaccination, and I had that at 2:30 in the afternoon. Oh boy, there's a story there. So my first one went super smooth, no problem. So I had no anxiety over this, you know, don't care for, you know, I'm okay with getting shots. I just don't like to give blood. So I kind of don't see it as being the same thing. So I was like, not a big deal, go get it done. I was kind of fearing the side effects because I know my husband had his second one and he, you know, wasn't feeling too great after his second one. We're just gonna fish for this color. So I went and got my, again, it was 2:30 in the afternoon. So I think the people that were working there weren't as fresh as maybe they could have been, because when I went and had my first shot, it was like 7:30 in the morning, and it was a totally different experience, morning versus afternoon. They weren't as nice as they were the first time. So I go in and, you know, I'm going through the line, you know, there's different tents that you have to drive through for different stations, you know, to fill out paperwork and to show them your QR code and all those things. So it's the next tent is where they actually do the injection. And I'm about, I would say about 4 cars from being in the tent. And here comes this woman in fatigues, you know, and I see her going to the cars in front of me, and she's got some cargo pants on, you know, she's got her fatigues on, and she's got all the needles, all the shots in her pocket. And she's just pulling them out and just going up to the cars before we were even to the tent. And she looked hot. She was sweaty. It was hot that day. She just was just popping them in people's arms and boom, 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 off to the next car. So I saw her coming and I was like, oh, okay, she's going to say hello to me. Didn't say anything. Just, you know, I kind of had a longer sleeve shirt. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't wear the right shirt. And she just didn't even acknowledge that I said anything. And so I kind of pulled it down from, you know, the top instead of, you know, going up. And she put it in real quick. And when she went to pull it out, she gasped. She made this like kind of noise. And then she slapped a Band-Aid on it and didn't say anything to me and went off to the next car. I'm like, what was that? That did not sound good. I thought, are you kidding me? What just happened? And I wanted to ask her, but she was so fast and wasn't very polite. So I didn't want to say anything to her. So I got home and I told my husband what happened. And I'm like, I'm curious to see what it looks like, because she made this, you know, this sound. So I go to pull off the Band-Aid, and the Band-Aid is drenched with blood, soaking blood. I'm like, okay, that's not normal. I've had shots before, and there's maybe just a tiny little, maybe if that, you know, a tiny spot on the Band-Aid. So he goes, you know what I think happened? I go, what? He goes, I think she hit your vein. And she probably got, you know, when she went to pull the needle out, it probably surprised her. And she probably had blood, you know, squirt out. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I was like, oh, okay. Y'all, I have got the ugliest and nastiest bruise on my arm. I'm not even going to show you. And it's been almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week that I had it done. It's brown and green and yellow from a shot. I'm like, are you kidding me? So she definitely hit a vein. I hope all goes well from how she did it. I'm sure I'll be fine. But I will tell you guys, I have not felt like myself since I had it done. I don't know what's going on. You know, I knew there would be some side effects, you know, like being tired, and some people even said flu-like symptoms, and I never really felt flu-like symptoms. I just have felt really tired and really like blah. Like, you know, it's that feeling where you know something is wrong, but you don't know what it is type of thing. It's almost like, you know, feeling depressed and you don't really have a reason of why you're feeling that way. You just are that, you know, you just get down. And I've just been feeling that way all week. And I'm trying to snap out of it. Every day I try to, you know, take a shower and get going and, you know, run some errands. So I feel like I'm not just sitting around the house wanting to lay down and go to sleep. But y'all, I have not been, I don't know. And then I said, you know, the diamond painting has been kind of just, I thought maybe that's what it was. But I've never really gotten a slump before like this, especially with diamond painting. I've never gotten, you know, needed a break or anything. I've always go, and I love it. So I'm like, what's happening? Am I burning out? I've never burnt out before. So I think maybe it's just a shot. Or maybe I'm just, you know, feeling a little sad. And that's okay too. You know, I'm just trying to snap out of it. I don't like to feel this way. I just kind of feel yuck. It's just hard to describe it. Again, you know, like I said, it's like you just feel like something is wrong, but you don't know what it is. And you don't know why. So I don't know if it's a shot or not. Anyways, so that was Thursday afternoon. And then Thursday night, about 5:30, all the family came over. I picked up food about 5 on my way home from getting my shot. And then everybody came over and we had, you know, dinner. And then of course, you know, everybody was dying to know, you know, to have him open up his presents. So we did presents and we saved one last gift till the end. And there was a little box. And I didn't tell y'all about this in my last video last week because I didn't want to spill the beans, and I didn't think he was going to watch, but I didn't want to take that risk. So what we had done, we've had it since January. We turned in that little commuter card that I had mentioned that we were keeping for him that he thought he was getting and that he never complained about, and he was just fine with having a car. And my husband had looked into trading it in and getting him, you know, a little truck, because he wanted a truck. So yeah, my husband got him a little truck, and we've been keeping it. We got a storage unit. We've been keeping it in storage since January. Now we're going to be able to get rid of the storage unit, which is good because we don't need it anymore. But yeah, so what I'll do is I took a video of his reaction and his going out. My husband had pulled it out. You know, we had it parked on the street. He didn't even know anything about it. He didn't even know whose it was, and he didn't really notice it at all. So my husband, after all the family got here, he pulled it up into the driveway, and I'd gotten a big red bow off of Amazon, and we put a bow on it and surprised him. So let me do my editing fingers. This is where I'm going to edit. This is where I'm going to insert the clip of him going out and seeing his truck.
Oh,
What's that?
a house key.
No, I'm kicking you out of the house.
Take one.
Maybe you should go.
You should go look outside.
Maybe you should look outside. Don't trip over that.
No, why are you going first? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Wowza! Japper's taking. Japper's taking. Japper, you want to try it out?
No.
Oh, look at the bow and everything. Jappy, you want to play fetch? Jappy,
Jappy, come here, bud.
what do you think? Jappy, you want to play fetch?
I think he's in shock.
Yeah.
We're back. What'd y'all think? I mean, what a cool surprise. You know, we all want to be able to do those things for our kids, and you know, we are fortunate enough to be able to do that for him. And he's, like I said, a good kid. And I told him that, you know, and I started tearing up, of course, once he took me for a ride that night. I said, you know why you got this, right? And he's like, why? I'm like, because you're a good kid. And as I was just kind of, you know, telling him, you know, you're always where you say you're going to be. You know, you're responsible. And that's why, you know, we felt like you could handle something like this and like you deserve it. And I was crying as I was, you know, talking about him. And I'm not going to cry now. I'm not going to do it. But it was so fun. So we did that, celebrated his birthday, and he, of course, gave everybody a ride in his truck. All the family members got to go one by one, and he said he wanted to sleep in it, and he just loves it. Now, unfortunately, he can't drive it yet because, like I had mentioned in my last video, and if y'all haven't seen that, I'll just tell you just real quickly, you have to hold your learner's permit for 6 months, and it hasn't been 6 months yet. So it will be 6 months at the end of May. And so we've got a road test scheduled for him and a, you know, DPS appointment, and hopefully he'll pass the road test and we'll get all that done and he'll actually get his license. So he'll be able to officially drive by himself at the end of May. So right now I really haven't experienced, yes, I have a 16-year-old, but I haven't really experienced the, you know, him being out driving on his own and, you know, I haven't experienced that yet. So that'll be interesting. I'll have to let y'all know how that goes. I'm sure that's going to be nerve-wracking to know that your child is out there driving without you. But, you know, we've tried to give him all the pointers we can, and he's got a little bit more time to practice, which is good. And, yeah, so we did the birthday. I love rubbing my hands on my painting. Sorry, y'all. I just love it. I don't know if anyone else likes to do that. But plus I can feel if anything's like, you know, not pushed down all the way, if anything's kind of popped up a little bit. Looks like I've got one more symbol, and then we're gonna crack this guy open. All right, so that was Thursday. And then Friday, I just felt from the shot. Like I said, I just felt really tired. I had to take a couple of naps. I had absolutely no energy. And I just was, you know, even for dinner that night, we just had leftovers from the Italian food we had the night before. And I just did not feel good. And then let's see, then we, on Saturday night, for those that were able to attend, really, really appreciate it. Everybody was so sweet. I was able to, so Abigail Marie normally does a live on Saturday night. Well, she had to work last Saturday. And so she asked if myself and Randy, you can call me Butter, who also lives in Texas, to take her place. because we're both fairly new. We are little babies here on YouTube, and we had never gone live before. We've been a guest on her lives, but that's it. So we did it. And I know I told y'all in the last WIP and chat that I was really nervous and not sure. But I mean, it was wonderful. Y'all in the chat made it easy. Randy made it easy. I just felt, and it went by so quick. It went by so fast, which I was sad when it was over. I was like, well, that was fun. So I hope that, you know, I get an opportunity to do it again. I know that, you know, it's hard. I think it's hard. I don't know. I've never looked into it, and I don't think I'm at that point yet, but I think it is hard to, let me grab a drink, to get a spot on the calendar to even, you know, do lives. But again, you know, I don't think I'm at that point yet, but I'm still just a baby. I'm still learning the ropes here, but sure was fun, and I enjoyed it. So thank you for everybody that came out and that, you know, and of course, you know, watch the replay. And if y'all haven't checked it out, please do. We had a really good time. Randy's awesome. She is the best. And speaking of Randy, oh my gosh, I got to tell y'all something. Okay, so today's Wednesday. Randy and I have been trying to get together because Randy only lives, and again, this is, you can call me Butter here on YouTube. Randy only lives about 20 minutes from me. So we are super, super close, and we have never met in person. You know, it just hasn't worked out yet. And so we've been trying and trying. And so we are going to have lunch tomorrow, which I am just so, so excited about. I cannot wait. I actually get to meet her in person, real life, you know, and we've become friends, you know, on YouTube and, you know, outside of YouTube. And so we've never actually, you know, we haven't met yet. So we're going to go have sushi. We both love sushi. So that's tomorrow at noon. So we'll definitely maybe take some pictures or maybe do a little video. I don't know. We'll see. And I will let y'all know what she's like in person. She's just the best. And I'm just so excited and so fortunate and blessed and all those things to have met all these new friends, and then of course to have one that's this close by that I can actually meet in real life is just an added bonus. So I'm really, really excited. I'm pumped for tomorrow. I gotta make sure I wash my hair, make sure I look, no, I'm not gonna do all that. She knows me by now. So do y'all. I'm just gonna probably just put a hat on. You know, like I said, I haven't been feeling 100%, so I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. I don't know. I just need to snap out of it. All right, so that's tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be having lunch. What else did I write down? Let's see. Oh my gosh, I got to tell y'all a story. All right, this happened yesterday. Okay, I have shown y'all Jasper in, you know, some of my videos, my black and white Boston Terrier. Now, he's the best, and like I said, he's my shadow. He goes with me. He never leaves my side, so he goes with me wherever I go. So whenever I take my two boys to school in the mornings, he always comes and goes for the car ride to take the boys to school. He loves it. It's his favorite thing to do. He's super sweet. You know, he's good in the car. I just roll down the windows and he just sticks his little head out and just, you know, he's just being a dog. He loves it. Well, yesterday, it was a different story. Yesterday, Jasper Jelly Bean. So here we are pulling into our, thank God we were in our neighborhood. So we pulled into our neighborhood. All was fine. He was in the front seat, in the passenger seat, and we're entering the neighborhood. And all of a sudden, as we get into the neighborhood, his paw, and it happens all the time, his paw hit, and I only had the window rolled down halfway. His paw hit the window, the button, and he rolled it all the way down. And I was like, Jasper, and he wouldn't jump down. And I thought, oh, you know, we're in the neighborhood, and I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he won't jump out. Oh, no. Jumped out of the car. I can laugh about it now, but I was in shock. One minute he was there, and the next minute he was jumping out the window. And what prompted him to jump was I had stopped at the stop sign. Thank God I was at a stop sign. But one of our neighbors, who is one of my daughter's friends, her father, the dad, was walking his two dogs, these two little Jack Russell Terriers. And they're super cute. So at least I know who he was. And I knew the dogs. So while at that stop sign, Jasper saw those two dogs. And I guess he was like, hey, wee, I'm I'm going. So he just like yeeted out the window. And so thank God he ran over to this dog. So I, put the car in park real quick and jumped out. Thank God there was no one behind me. And I run over and I'm like, Jasper, get over here. And then the dad looks over with the two dogs and he's like, whose dog is that? What happened? And I go, that's my dog. And he just jumped out the window of my car to see your dogs. And he's like, oh my gosh. So embarrassed. Oh my gosh. So that was a good story to tell at dinner last night. So Jasper is now Super Dog. That's what we're calling him. He thinks he can fly. He didn't get hurt. He seems totally fine. But this morning I had to tell him, no, you cannot come with us. Those days are over. You cannot go for car rides anymore. That was scary. I was like shaking after it happened. I could not believe he had just jumped out. I mean, what if there would have been traffic? I mean, all the what ifs. I just said, oh, thank God, his guardian angel, little dog guardian angel was looking over him. So was mine. It was awful, but thank God, nothing bad happened. So, whew, he gave me a heart attack, that dog. I love that little dog. If something happens to him, my heart's going to break. That's the bad part about loving your dogs that much, they're like one of my kids. I mean, really. So, yeah, that was yesterday. All right, what else? Oh yeah, my Mermaid series is over. Hopefully y'all were able to catch some of those. I did my last one on Monday, and there was just a 4-part series. Everybody was super sweet, very great comments. Really, really appreciate it. That's the one thing about everybody on here. Everybody is, going into it, I was a little worried that I was going to get, some people being hateful and, not very nice in the comments, but I have not experienced that. Knock on wood. Everybody's been very nice, very kind, and I really do appreciate that, because here you are putting yourself out there, and if I get them, that's okay. I just don't need to let it get to me. But so far, so good. I haven't had to deal with a lot of that. So I'm really, really thankful for that. But everybody seemed to enjoy it. I loved it. I enjoyed, having something planned every week where I could, plan it out. And it's just like that Sunday night. It was like I was preparing for like a meeting or, like getting ready for, a test or homework. It just, having something again to be able to plan for and prepare for and get excited about was really, really fun. I would, plan it out and write down what paintings I was going to display that week and, some things to talk about. So it's given me, a lot of purpose, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, everybody's, has been so supportive, and I really appreciate that. It's been so fun. So it's over, and I've been, throwing around different ideas of what I could do next. I need to come up with something if I want to start it next week. I know, now I'm just kind of on the fence. There have been some people that seem to be curious and want to know more and want to hear maybe more stories about China, about me living in China. And if you're new here and you may not know, I lived there for 3 years, and one of my second videos, I think it was, where I was just kind of, getting to know me, because someone had asked, they wanted to know about some China stuff and how it was living there. So I did a video, and it seemed to get pretty good responses, and a lot of people said they want more, but I don't know if I could do a whole series on it, and I don't want to bore anybody or, go on and on about my time there. I mean, it was a part of my life, yes, but it was just for 3 years, and I don't know. I mean, there's some cool stuff, but so we'll see. I thought about maybe doing and maybe y'all can put down in the comments if you don't mind, if that's something you would like to see. And it doesn't have to be a whole month's worth. It could maybe just be like a couple of videos, and maybe I have a lot of art that I bought back. We have some furniture that we've brought back from China, and just some fun things to remember it by from living over there. And I can show more pictures and tell more stories. But I thought, and I could maybe just speak some Mandarin if that's something that y'all are interested in. I don't know if you want to learn any. Y'all might not be the right audience for that, and I'm definitely no teacher, and I don't know that much. I just know a few words. So enough to get by when I was over there. And I thought about calling it Mandarin Mondays. I mentioned to my husband, and he kind of looked at me. He's like, that title almost makes it sound like you're doing like Mandarin lessons, like you're going to be teaching Chinese. And I'm like, well, no, you know, Mandarin is all encompassing. You know, it's like you know, Mandarin, yes, is the language that is spoken over there. But I was trying to keep it from Mondays, and I was trying to have like a catchy name. So if y'all don't mind, let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to see, more China. And if you have any other ideas of any other things you would like to see, I'd be happy to, you know, try them out for you guys and see what you think. If you like the clog, I have to say, I loved doing that clog. That was so fun. I almost enjoyed it more than sitting here and doing diamond painting and talking to y'all. It was really, really fun. Because when you're out running errands, you're by yourself normally. You know, my kids are at school during the day, and I'm, you know, having to do the errands, and I'm not, it's not my favorite thing to do. Go grocery shopping or, you know, do what I've got to get during the day. I kind of dread it. But having y'all in the car made it fun. So let me know if you want more clogs. You know, I can do maybe, you know, I don't know, Mommy Mondays, and you can go with me when I run errands. I don't know how fun that would be. But if you just want to like hang out, we can do that. Or, you know, I can just not do a Monday thing, obviously, and just not do a series and just keep it, you know, whip and chats and unboxings. And if I come up with something, then, you know, I can add it in. Like I said, maybe even do lives at some point. That would be fun to add that to the schedule. So let me know. Let me know if you have any thoughts or, you know, anything that y'all want to see. I'll be happy to try. Yep. See if it works. All right. This isn't going to be a very long whip and chat. Like I said, I just haven't felt, you know, 100%. I'm glad that I'm working on this because I didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I was trying to do a square a day. But that has not been happening. I have been working on my little Boston Terrier, my little snack. I've been working on him a little bit. I'm on the glasses now, the red glasses, and I'm adding rhinestones to it. So I should be finished with him pretty soon. And then I'll do a post review for him. So, oh yeah, I also mentioned during my live, if y'all were there, you heard me say it maybe, but if you weren't, I'll mention it here. I am planning on doing so if you're not familiar with Craftably, I know most of you probably are, they're amazing. They are a diamond painting company that's based here in Texas, and they are not very far from me. They're about 30, 45 minutes from me, and they were looking for volunteers to help out. And so I signed up to volunteer several months ago and was just trying to find the right Saturday to make it work. And then, you know, I started doing YouTube, and I thought, ooh, maybe I could do, you know, something, you know, with Craftably, and maybe do a little video or something fun and show you guys what it looks like there, and maybe my day at Craftably. And so I checked in with them to see if they'd be okay with that. And she said, absolutely. She thought it would be a ton of fun and be a great idea. So once, you know, they get their pre-orders in, which they're still waiting for those to come in from China, they are gonna give me a ring and let me know when they need some help, and we will do a little Craftably field trip. So, and I'm gonna try to get Randy to come with me since, you know, she's right here too. I think they could definitely use the help. So I would love to be able to help them out and give back. So be looking for that. I hope that kit comes in soon. Those kits, I know a lot of people are, you know, anxiously awaiting their kits from Craftably. I know I am. I've only had one from them, so this will be I ordered 2 from that pre-order. I ordered a Sheena Pike, which I've done one Sheena Pike before. I ordered the Dog Mom one. I think it's called, oh gosh, I forget the name of it. It's been a while since we had ordered them. But she's got the purple all over her, Petunia Puppy or something like that is her name. But she, it says like Dog Mom, and that's totally me. I'm obsessed with my dogs. So I'm going to, I got that, and then another creator and I have been talking about doing an event. If those paintings come in time, maybe we can do that. So I'll be looking for that, and I'll have more details when that actually comes to fruition and if that's actually going to happen. But that would be it would be a Sheena Pike event. And then the other one I got was my Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I've never ordered one of hers, so I was going to try that out, and so I got one of hers, and that's all I ordered from that. And these glue dots are really, really sticky. Yep. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope everyone's hanging in there and having a good week. And if you're not, like me, kind of just struggling this week, just remember this will pass. It's not permanent, and things will get better. They always do. So y'all hang in there if you're not. And thinking about you, and if you want to leave me any comments, I'd love to hear from you guys. And like I always try to say, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I would love to have you. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please give it a thumbs up. And then there's a little bell also down there. If you want to click on that, then you'll be notified whenever I post any videos. Okay? And I will talk to y'all next time. All right, love you. Bye.